If you want to learn Canva, then trust me, this is the only video that you need to watch. If you follow me till the end, then I promise you I'll turn you into a Canva genius, perhaps because you will be knowing the things that you need to know. Not everything, but only the things in Canva that you need to know that will help you become a better designer, right? And also, I'll not just cover about Canva free version, but also the Canva Pro. And if you don't have Canva Pro, don't worry, I have a perfect solution for you. Hey guys, it's your boy Debra back with another video to add some more value into your life, and in this video we'll be talking about learn everything about Canva. Right, so if you want to learn Canva, then trust me, Canva is a very simple software, right? But just don't judge it by its simplicity. It can do wonders. It can design really amazing things, and Canva is so upgraded that you can also use it for video editing and and pretty much everything, presentations, all right, and whatnot. You can use it for literally anything, designing anything. And in this video I'll walk you through from the complete basic to the advanced designs, and I'll also share you some tips and tricks that will help you to secure a better position in being a Canva designer. Fine, so follow me till the end. I'll take you to my computer screen and I'll explain you everything. Perhaps I'll also show you a way to get Canva Pro, and it's completely affordable. You don't have to use a hefty budget over Canva Pro. You can get it for really affordable price. So let's just move to my computer screen where I'll explain you everything about Canva.
So guys, let's just start today's mini course on Canva, right? So I've just assumed that you are complete beginner with Canva. You have absolute no knowledge of what Canva is, right? So Canva is basically a design software, right? So that's the bare minimum. I believe that you know, but even then, let's just move ahead with the very basic. That's the account creation. So if you have an account already created, so you see a dashboard like this, or you can just come to Canva, right? And then what you can do is you can just click on sign up, and then it's a very basic sign up process. You can just sign up with Google or email or Facebook, whichever way you want to sign up with, right? So once you sign up, you would also need to verify your email address from clicking on a link, and after you are done with verification, this is what your dashboard would look like, right? So now, since you have a web account already done, so it's important for you to understand the dashboard, to know where things are put up, right? So that every time you would want to get to something, you know where it is exactly. At the very top, what you see is this card kind of thing, which has various types of documents listed. So if you just click on one of them, what are the various options available, right? So it'll basically give you various forms of ideas. Like if you click on presentations, it'll tell you that you can have a presentation for a mobile, you can have a normal presentation, you can have a brainstorm kind of presentation, you can have a game kind of presentation. If you click on videos, then it'll have video, mobile video, Facebook video, Instagram reel, TikTok video, and so on and so forth. Similarly for websites, you can see here you have a business website, portfolio website, event website, education website, retail website, and so many more options, right? So so here you can basically choose what you want to design, right? But it's obviously when you're on Canva, you come with the purpose of designing something. You already have a clear idea on your mind that you want to design something that maybe it could be a social media post, or maybe it could be a presentation, or a simple video that you want to do for some Instagram reel. So it's pretty obvious that so if you search for something here, then you basically get access to templates. Like for example, let's do an Instagram post, right? So once I search for Instagram post, you see here we have various templates loaded, right? So use that search bar for just getting access to templates. Okay, it's exclusively for templates, right? It's exclusively for templates, right? This search bar is for exclusively for templates. Now let's just move back. So you can see here we have various templates loaded. So as a complete beginner, what you do is you get started with just editing one of those templates. But what I'll teach you today will definitely give you a boost as a designer, right? So you can get really creative, and basically you don't even need to look at any of the templates, and you can create one of your own, right? So let's just return back to the home page. So here, right, so that this search bar is used to search for templates. Now next, here you have your recent designs. Whatever design you would have done, it would be shown here. Fine. And on your left you see is the main menu. So since here you would, if you're not joined in team, so this is something related to Canva Pro. If you want to get a Canva Pro account, then you can definitely contact me. It is much affordable than you think. Okay, it is just $10 for 1 year, right? So that's pretty much the best rate that you can get for Canva Pro is just $10 per year. That if you want it at this price, you can definitely contact me. And perhaps we are in the home, and here we have Magic Studio, which is a recent addition by Canva, where they have all of the AI tools and their magic features listed in one place, right? So here you have projects. If you just click on it, it'll give you way more control over all the projects that you have created. Plus it'll also it'll give you access to all the projects here. Plus it'll also sort out the various uploads that you have here, the video uploads, the images, or even audio files, etc. Like it'll give you complete control over everything. Now let's just go back to home, and here you have templates. Once you click on templates, then you can basically search for various templates. Like it's the same thing, now it's just broadened. Okay, here you had to search for templates. Now here you have access to all the templates, like whatever is there on Canva. Fine. Let's just again return back to home, and there you have something called brand. Okay, it won't be visible to you if you're not a Canva Pro member. It would be locked, but since I'm a Canva Pro member, so I'll also give you an access, because I believe after watching this video you'll definitely want to get Canva Pro at such discounted rate. So once you have Canva Pro, you will also have access to brand kit. So right, so you can set up brand kits here. All right, so here you can have custom brand kits created, like one I created for one of my companies, that's Too Cool Company, and one for this channel, that's Deepra, right? As you can see, when I click here, yeah, I can edit the logo. I have added the logo of my channel. Then I have the color palette set for my channel. Here I have various fonts already listed, the fonts that I use, and for different cases, like for the heading, the subtitle, subheading, right? So here I have all those fonts, and I can also add a brand, voice, photos, graphics, etc. Basically I can have complete control over how my brand should be. The complete brand kit is here, right? So now let's just again go back to home, and here, okay, so let's just start the real Canva tutorial, right, that you want to learn how to basically use Canva. So let's just move ahead and create a new design. Once you click on create a design, remember that you will always be creating a blank design when you create a design. If you wanted template, if you want to work upon a template, then you need to search here. Now once you click on search, create a design, and then here what would be creating today is a very basic Instagram post that would be square 1080p x 1080p. So once you click on it, it will always open in a new tab. Here you have a blank project created. Now here are a few things that you need to know. Fine. Again, let's understand the dashboard of our workspace where we are working. So on your left, you'll have the menu where you can access the various, various tools that you can use. For example, here's design. Design is basically the word for templates. Here you can search for templates, you can apply them. If you like one of them, like if you like this post, you just click on it and it automatically gets applied. Or what we'll do is we'll just get rid of it. Okay, it was just for a show. And next, let's just go ahead. Plus you can also make, now with the new AI feature, you can basically create anything that would just give you a boost to your inspiration. For example, here I have search for a query that says Instagram post for a restaurant under new management calling viewers to follow and visit. But these are something that you should try try to avoid these things if you, because you want to grow as a designer. So you have to try to avoid templates and AI generated things, because I'll also tell you how to use this to your benefit. What you can do is you can always try to recreate this kind of templates. You can have them as an inspiration and try to design something similar to them. Then you'll understand the principles behind designing, and it'll give you a boost in your design journey. So now you know that you can always search for templates, and also you can generate templates. If you don't have a template of your choice, you can put Canva to work, right? So on your left, next is elements. In elements you'll find everything, whatever you want to add to your projects. You can find basically uh, you know elements like svg files, or what you can say is like basically graphic elements, illustrations, or you can also search for photographs or even videos or audio files. Whatever you want to add to your project, you will be searching here in elements. Except for audio, you have a separate search option available, and I recommend you going with this separate search version, right? So in elements you basically search for illustrations, frames, your photographs and videos. Fine. Stock footage is what I mean, right? Next is, you can see here you have shapes. So recently used would show everything that you have used recently in your project. Next would be shapes. Okay, shapes are basically various shapes that you can see that Canva has the default shapes that you can add, and you can basically also tweak them. It doesn't mean that there's a static, there's a highly dynamic shapes that you can edit it as per you. Now here Canva also allows you an option to use AI image generator, where you can put a prompt and Canva would generate something using artificial intelligence. So here you also have the options of, as I said you, right? So you can find about graphics, then photos, videos, and also audios. Plus these are just the graphic elements that you can use, like charts or even tables that you can add. Plus the tables here, it is good, but also it is not that effective in Canva. Okay, the tables in Canva is not that effective. Plus here you have frames are basically what you're seeing. We'll just get to discover it in a moment. Fine. Here you have grids and all these other collections, etc., right? And on your left is a text panel. So text panel, this would if you have a brand kit setup, it'll pop up the fonts that you have selected already. But if not, then you'll have certain kind of already pre-made templates of text that you can use. Okay, these are various text templates that are created, the various types of styles of fonts that you can put into your design, right? You can use any of them if you want to, or if not, you can also style text as per you to create something similar. And next here you have brand. As I told you, brand is something that's only accessible if you are using Canva Pro. You'll have everything that you've added into your brand kit right in one place. Here you have uploads, where you can upload your new videos or images or audio files, and everything will be stored and sorted out for you: images, videos, and audio files, right? Next is draw. It's one of the features that you can use Canva to custom draw things on your canvas. Okay, so here you have various pen options. You can use a highlighter or a pen or a pencil, and you can also change the color, the thickness, everything. And you can basically design on here, like you can write whatever, like I can write my name. I know this looks terrible, but this is what I can do best with my mouse. We'll press Ctrl Z and just get rid of everything. And next here are various apps. If you just click on apps, here you various apps that you can connect with Canva, and you can increase the utility of Canva, right? Here you have various tools like Sound Raw that allows you to generate music using AI. Here you had DID AI, right, where you can generate deep fake videos of photographs using DID AI. Here you have Morph.ai, okay, that's basically used for changing voices. And then you have Hello QR, which allows you to create dynamic QR codes. then you have various tools. It's filled with tools. Okay, if once you start discovering, there's literally everything that you can find here, right? From YouTube, you can also integrate content here. Okay, you can bring out the content directly from YouTube, or you can add emojis from, you can add Google Maps, right? You can add something from Jiffy and Pexels and whatever, right? You can directly add the content from them. You can integrate these platforms right into Canva to increase the utility of your of your tool, your new design tool, that's Canva. And next option would allow you, that's to import your media, right? To import your media directly from Google Drive. If you have something uploaded on Google Drive, you can just connect your Google Drive and you can access all of your file right from your Canva dashboard. You don't have to go to Google Drive in a new tab and then select files, download and upload. You can directly do it from your Canva dashboard. Find here lots of other tools. If I just start talking about all the tools, it'll take me an entire day to finish, right? So you can perhaps all tools are even not required. They are just selected few tools that you use. Okay, and finally, whatever custom tool that you add would be available at the bottom. So here you have projects, here you have audio, here you have logos, whatever logos you'd be adding. Perhaps this also comes with only brand kit. And then next is start. So if you search for some elements in elements tab, you have an option of starting them. Okay, like for example, if this is the location icon, if I just click on the three dots, I have an option of starter, option to start it. So once I start it, I can basically save it. Okay, it's kind of favorites that I can always have. If I like this video, like this, if I like this picture, then I can always have this added, right? So I've added this to a design. So I didn't really plan something to do with it, but let's just use this in our design. Let's see what best can we do, right? So I'm getting an inspiration to design something regarding some product. Okay, we'll do some really high level edit today, so that I can also break you down the potential of Canva. Okay, what can you basically do on Canva? Okay, so let's just build something with images, elements and texts. Okay, so that would be pretty much it to learn much about Canva. What can Canva do for you? Okay, so let's just get started with the design today. Now let's just begin with the designing. So I already showed you how to add a design from your from search elements. You can just search for any, like I can search for a background. Okay, and then I can just add, if I'll get when I search for something, I have different options of graphics, photos and videos. Perhaps you can also sort them out from the nav bar that you have here, that you can go for graphics, then you have photos, then you have videos. Graphics are basically the SVG elements, okay, that you are kind of editable, and perhaps photos are something that are JPEGs and PNGs, and then you have videos. Now once you search for photos, I would also like to share you this, that on the right you also have something that's a filter. Once you click on filter, you can also sort the photos as per your color. For example, we have some kind of a green tone, so we can apply the green tone into it. Perhaps you can also select the orientation, and there is something called static or animated. You can also have animated pictures or GIFs loaded for you. Fine. And along with that, a great option here is called cutouts, where you can find only cutouts. Cutouts are basically just PNG items with transparent backgrounds, and you can also choose between free or pro. If you don't have a pro, then you would be obviously search for pro to avoid the Canva watermark that you get with every picture or graphic element that you use, that is included in the pro plan. Fine. So here you see, once I sort it out for green, here I have all the results that show only in green color, or that has got the green hue into it. Fine. So I don't really require any background. So once I click on clear, okay, now remember, if you don't clear the background and you search for something, for example, let's just search for person. Okay, so here the filter would be already applied. Okay, if you don't click on clear and you just simply erase and retype it, okay, so it will pick the same filter that we had already applied in our previous searches. But if you want to remove this, once you click on clear, this would mean that everything, even your filters, would be cleared. So now whatever you search would be a complete new search. Fine. Now let's just move. Now you know how to basically search and find elements. So now let's just search for some can. Okay, we'll just do a very basic edit. So now I'll just also now you can see there are various, kind of, various search results popped out, and most of them are just cutouts. So let's just choose one of them. Okay, my job would be to also show you the most features. Okay, today I won't, let's just try, not designing something that would be really 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 cool. Okay, since my focus is to make you aware of most features that you can, utilize in Canva, right? So here we have something that looks really good. Okay, I believe that we can make use of it in our design. Okay, so let's what we can do is, when a photo has been added, and you can see I want a cutout. Okay, I want a cutout just like this, that has got a transparent background, and I can move it. But if I want to do this, what I'll do is I'll just click on this, on this image, then I'll go to edit photo that you see here, and in edit photo here you have the options from Magic Studio. So let me just show you some of the features. So first is the background remover. If I click on it, it'll remove the background for it, and it'll just select the subject and will do the cleaning for it. All right, so let me also show you how it's done. Once you click on background remover, and just to let you know that this is a pro feature, so it is only available to the pro users. And next, if you would want to, remove the picture, then what you can do is you can always go to this website, that's remove.bg. I personally use this website to remove backgrounds, and it does a really great job. Okay, so it will remove the, background from the images. If you don't have Canva Pro, what you can do is you can just download the image. So in order to download from Canva, you cannot directly download images from Canva. You can just, click a new, document where you can just add the design. Where did it go actually? Let's just find it. Right, so you can just, hit download this picture, and then bring it to remove the bg, and get the background removed. So that is extra hard work that you need to follow if you're not a Canva user, right? So now let's shorten this up just to fit our background. Okay, so I believe this size looks great. Plus, when you move around things, you also see that Canva shows you guide, right? So this pink line that appears in the middle, it shows that my subject is in the center. Okay, it's in the center. Similarly, if I bring it here, it already creates kind of a white space around it. The padding is adjusted, and it, basically acts as a kind of a guide that you can use while designing on Canva. So along with this, what we would be now doing is, uh, exploring other features. For example, let's do something that would be like, let's just search for, since it's blue in color, let's just search for blueberries. Okay, oh, again, okay, I can go to photos, and here, I already have cutouts, but now my aim is to show you something different. Okay, something different from this. So let's just go with, let me select a picture. So here I've chosen this picture. Okay, let me just show you what more can you do except for removing background. Okay, so since this picture require removing background, so we remove the background, but now let me just show you what more can we do except for removing background, right? So here you have something called magic expand, which means that you can just expand the canvas, and Canva will do its, magic using artificial intelligence, and it's just kind of a content aware fill or in Photoshop, where it just analyzes the picture and then, extends it. But it won't be actually like, quite feasible, I'd say, to be, applied in this picture, because it just adds the white background, as you see, right? There's nothing extra that's gonna happen here. So we'll just click on cancel, because we don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's just, click on cancel, because this picture is not actually a good example of, what can be an example of magic expand. So next, what you can do is magic grab. So that's what I wanted to show you using this website, sorry, using this picture, I mean. Okay, so let's just click on magic grab. So here, what's the difference between magic grab? So it basically removes the background, but also what it does is it retains the background, where you can just, move the, where you can just move the subject. Okay, if you even move it out of the canvas, you can see that it has a transparent background, right? And if you keep it inside the canvas, you can also move it. Okay, so this can be helpful even for, even where you have pictures of people or any car or something, where you can also move it, okay, if they are placed in, if the indenting is not right, maybe the person is placed on the right, so you can adjust them to the center. So you can do a lot of things using magic grab. So if I just pull it out and just click on it, and I can just click on delete, and here I have something, same like background remove, okay. So let's just so now pretty much what we can do more is we can also adjust the picture so that it fits our background, okay. So here we have something called magic edit. Okay, so here you can see what magic edit is. It's basically same like generative fill in Photoshop. Okay, so here you can do whatever you want, but magic fill is something that we won't be trying here, magic edit, because this picture is not a perfect example. However, I just wanted to let you know about the feature that you can use on any other picture that you want to. What we'll be focusing on is adjust. When you come to this adjust section, what you can do is you can adjust the here, adjust the various parameters here. Like you can see the the background is quite warm, right? It has got the yellowish tint in it. So what you can do is you can just slightly increase it, decrease the uh, I'll just make the slight arrangements, right, and I'll be back. Right guys, so here I've done a few tweaks and adjusted it. Okay, you can also select here from selected, you can also select the foreground or the background, okay, that you want to apply the edit to. Okay, it's still same like magic grab that you saw, where the picture gets bifurcated into the subject and the background and the foreground basically. Then next, here you can also edit something as per the color. Okay, so you can select the color, it picks the color from the picture and allows you to edit it. Okay, and next if you mess up, you can also always click on reset adjustment, that will reset everything for you. Now let's just zoom. Okay, so what you can do is I'm holding control and I'm scrolling my mouse, that's just allowing me to zoom into it. Okay, so if you hold control and basically scroll your mouse will upwards, you will basically zoom, and if you scroll downwards, you will basically you know zoom out. Now another feature that you should be aware of is the other keys that you can use. Once you use alt, okay, if you hold alt and you click outside the canvas, okay, like for example this background image is selected, all right, so if I hold alt, it will show me the various dimensions, like what is its spacing. Okay, as you can see, from right and left we have 108 and 108. Similarly, if you just click on it, okay, for example, let me just zoom a bit. Okay, so here's something that I've selected is this a blueberries picture png that we have. Now if I hold alt, then I can know the distance from this picture plus, okay, from this picture, wherever I want to hold, from the background or wherever, I'll just hover over from one point where I want to know that where its distance from, and I'll be able to I'll be able to figure out what the distance, or at what distance it is it placed. The next key that you can use is shift, and once you hold shift, it'll just allow you to move only in straight lines. Okay, you cannot just move like free form, like if I just lift my finger from shift, I can move it in a free form, but once I hold shift, it'll always be in a straight line, as you can see. Okay, either I can move upwards, downwards, or rightwards or leftwards, always in a straight line if you hold shift. Okay, now so you know about the three main keys: the control, alt, or option in Mac, or control or command in Mac, and the next is shift, right? So these are the three important keys. The other control keys, except for just using your traditional keys. Now let's just talk about adding some text. So if you hit T on your keyboard, okay, it'll just bring a text box for you, and it'll be pre-selected, so you can just add something called, like, let's just go with, I just hold shift to write it. Okay, let me just write light. Okay, just normal, and the very basic thing that I can do. Okay, I just normally wrote Bud Light. So now we can also do some formatting to the text. what we'll be doing is we can click here to change the text color, or you can also select from here to change the font. Okay, now for me, just to let you know that since Collective is a font, is one of my brand fonts, therefore it's popping up here. You can also select from any fonts, like for example, let's go with Poppins. Right, so once if you like click on the drop down, you'll have all the options for Poppins. Or what I can do is I can just click here to increase the size, or you can also scale it manually, using this handles. You can increase or decrease, or even, right, so here you can change the color from here. So we can choose, by the way, Canva automatically scans for pictures used in the canvas, is used in an entire document, and it can also recommend you the color palette from that exact picture. So this is something really helpful, okay, if you want to align your design with the colors that are already in the document. Like you can see, I've used this blue color, and this like kind of perfectly blends with the entire design, right? And next thing is you can also apply the normal editing of formatting of the text, like making it bold, or you can also make it italic, or you can also make it underlined or strike through, or if you just click on this is uppercase, which will make all your letters in the capital letters. Okay, it'll basically make it all uppercase. Perhaps you can also change the alignment from here. If I just increase here, you can see it's center. If I click on left, it'll become left. You can also use shortcut keys here. Okay, like for example, if you select the text, okay, I'll just hit Control A to select, and if I just press, I'll just first tell you about using shortcut keys to change the font size. So what you can use is Control Shift. You can use the comma to decrease the size, or you can use the period to increase the size. Okay, let's just keep it at 64. Plus you can also use Control or Command B to bold, and next you can also use Control I for italics. Similarly, you can use Control U or Command U for underline. And strike through doesn't really have, I don't really know about strike through, because strike through is something that I do not really use too much, right? So I don't even know if there exists some kind of a keyboard shortcut for it. Next, we can also use shortcut keys for the alignments. Okay, so you can basically select, I'll just use Control A to select it. Okay, Control A to select it. I'll just increase the length of the text, okay, so that we get to know about the effects. Okay, so Control A. Next, you can, since it's left alignment now, which we can make it to center alignment using Control Shift and E. So here it becomes center aligned. Now if I have to make it left alignment, Control Shift and L. Alright, and similarly Control Shift and R for right alignment. Also similarly we can press Control Shift and J actually doesn't work here. Okay, if you want for justified alignment, you'll have to just manually click and apply justified. Okay, because justified doesn't really apply using the shortcut key here. Alright, because the shortcut key is already linked to one of the Chrome shortcuts, which actually makes it difficult for Canva to use that same shortcut. Okay, that's the reason. So we'll just keep it at justified only. Next, here you have spacing. In spacing, what you can do is you can increase the letter spacing. Now let me show you what letter spacing basically means. If I increase the letter spacing, you can see we have basically created this sort of an effect. Okay, which really makes gives some fresh space in between the letters, which makes it look really nice. Okay, so here we have this, and it looks really nice and tidy. Okay, now let's just check what more can we do with text. Okay, so if we just click on effects, here are tons of styles that you can apply. Like you can click on shadow, and you can also select the shadow color. Like you can also select for what color do you want to be applied. Okay, like you can select for any color that you want. Like you also have the custom picker here, and if you, while you're selecting a color, if you just click on the drop down, you can pick anything from the canvas. Okay, like if you are interested in one of the colors, like this color, then you can just click here, and the same color gets applied. Alright, so you can also use color picker in Canva, or if you want, you can apply this this effect, which is lift, which will just basically apply some kind of a shadow, very light shadow and dark. Okay, and you can also adjust the intensity, how strong do you want the effect to be. If you want it more, you can just increase it more, and if you want it less, you can also decrease it and adjust just how you want it to be. Now next is hollow. It's one of the most used you know effects, because it just leaves a border around the text, and the main content is transparent basically. Next, you can use splice. This is basically a combination of the hollow, and along with it, it also has, it retains the main content color. Okay, so if you just click on any color, you can see you can adjust it. Okay, so let's just click on that and just leave it there. Okay, next is outline, where you have basically outline, you can adjust the thickness of it. Okay, and you can also change the color of the outline from here. Next, similarly, you have echo just basically creates multiple layers of the same text. Now the next thing is glitch is just, you can adjust how you want it, whether you want blue and pink or you want blue and red, that's as per you. Next is neon. It will just add that shiny look to your text. Okay, this is what you would want to use if you're designing something really fancy. And next is background. Okay, so here you can see you can use this to create really amazing effects. Okay, like you can control the spread of it, like how spread it should be, the transparency of it, the roundness of the corners, and similarly the color. What color do you want it to be? You can also have it like black or white. Okay, so for this, let's just stick with this. Okay, I believe this looks really great. So now let's also talk about some extra features that Canva allows you to manipulate your text. You can basically click on curve, and this curve will allow you, if you just go here, to basically set how the text should be. Okay, so if you want it to be more rounded, so if as you can see, the more I increase the curve, the more closer the circle becomes, and if I decrease it, it goes the other way, right? Similarly, if I just go in negative, it will just act in the opposite manner. Fine, so we'll just stick to it. We'll add like somewhat between like 10 for the design, and I'll just place it in the center. Okay, so that's cool, that's great. Okay, till now we have this. I haven't really adjusted it at finally I'll definitely show you something great. Now you know most about how to edit pictures, how to edit text, and now it's just time to explore some extra features in Canva. Click on position, and here you have basically every possible property that would be helpful to you if you want to position it. Okay, if you want to arrange this text, like you can align it to page, like it's now in center align. If you want, you can align it to left or right, even in middle means in the middle. Okay, we'll press Ctrl Z. Okay, and Ctrl Z is, by the way, undo. If you mess up something, you can just press Ctrl Z, and that will just do the magic and will restore the the previous version, right? Now next is layers. Okay, this is the layers panel, is very important. Now for example, you can see the blueberry here. I'll show you. The blueberry here is in front of the can, like you see it is in front of the can. Now if I want, I can just move it. Okay, and you see now the can is in front and the blueberry is behind it, right? So these are few adjustments that you can do. Okay, in position, this layers tab would be more helpful while you're designing videos. Okay, so we'll cover videos maybe in some other video, because I don't want to stretch this video. However, just to know about Canva, because I want you to learn Canva to its fullest potential, because you'll be learning everything that you require, not everything but what you require. Fine, so pretty much whatever I've covered till now is something that you would be definitely using in Canva. And I believe if you're watching this video to this length, I'd really appreciate you, please do drop a like, and let's just keep moving with the further tutorial, right? So now let's just press T, and I'll be inserting a lorem ipsum text. So guys, here I've pasted a lorem ipsum text. Now let me just show you what because it's very important for you to know that whatever your last or the default settings you have set for the fonts, it will pick up the same formatting of it. Like it is already bold, it is already capitalized, and it already has, I'm like sorry, so it already has the letter spacing, right? So let's just fix everything. So we have decreased the letter spacing, we have remove the bold from it, and we have also removed the uppercase from it, right? So here I've adjusted it. I'll adjust it and we'll use the same this picture as the guide for us. Okay, so we'll just keep it at this length and then we'll increase it to this, and we'll also change the alignment here. Okay, looks cool to me. Okay, looks cool to me now. So this is like a normal pose that we're doing. And next is okay, since we have a basic layout of the post already done, we can add more things. Okay, we can add many more things. Like similarly, we'll again search for blueberries only. So here I have the blueberries searched back again. So let's just go and let's just create a very basic post. Okay, nothing fancy. It should look just like it should be minimally good. Okay, it should look minimally good. So here I have something. I don't really have any solid idea for this. Okay, whatever I'm doing is purely random, so that I just can give you guys an idea of how things are basically done. Fine, so I've just added this element, and now let me just talk to you about various other features that you can do. Okay, so you can, if you click on this icon here, it will basically duplicate the page. Similarly, the shortcut for duplicate is called Control D. Okay, which won't be applied now on the page. Okay, but if it applies on various elements, like if I press Control D, it will duplicate it. Okay, and similarly, if you want to duplicate, one thing you can also do is you can hold Alt and you can drag. It will also create a duplicate of it. Fine. Now the next thing, next shortcut that you can also use is pressing Control Enter. That if you press Control Enter, it creates a blank page. Okay, and apart from this, you can also name each page accordingly. Like you can name it like maybe like we can name it as design 1. Similarly, you can just name it as design 2. Okay, this is helpful to keep things sorted, but also while downloading, it picks the name from here instead of what you set here. Notice that here the name is set as per whatever text, the first text that we enter. Okay, now if you want to change it, we can just make it, we can change it from here. Okay, Canva Tude, as simple as that. Okay, so these are very basic things that you can do. You can also lock. Okay, lock the page. So here are 3 types of locks that you can use. Okay, now this is for the entire page. Now let me show you one for the element. Okay, now here if I have this element and I lock it, okay, so here is an editing lock, which means I cannot move it, but like most features would be accessible for me. Now if I click on lock, it's a complete lock. Okay, I cannot even select it. Okay, I cannot even select it. Now the other form of lock is that this lock position only will allow me to just lock, but at the same time I can select it. Fine, I can also do few tweakings to it, which which won't be possible for me in this lock, which is complete lock. Okay, like you cannot do anything with it. Okay, it reduces the versatility of it. I hope that these 2 forms of locks are clear to you. That's pretty much it about designing. Now if you just click on share, and you can basically add some people, you can enter the email and give them the access to the design, or you can what you can also do is in collaboration link, you can just click here and you can select anyone with the link, and then you can select the access to view or can edit. Okay, mostly select edit if you are trying to share the file with someone, so that someone else can edit it for you. So you can just click on copy, copy link from here, and you can share it to whomever, and they'll be able to land to this design, and they will be able to edit. And once they are editing, know that that you can see live. Okay, like if they are tweaking something, it will be shown to you with their name, that someone is trying to play with your design. Okay, someone is trying to tweak your design, move things here and there, so you can basically have a live look. Okay, the cursor will be visible to you. It's more or less same like any disk. Okay, And next is if you want to download it. Now if your design is ready, if you want to download it, you just click on share and then go to download, and then you can change the parameters from here. But now let me just, before I design it, okay, let me just finish with some, let me just also show you some additional things, okay, regarding design, that you can how to add few more elements into it. If you press R on your keyboard, it'll just create a rectangle for you. Similarly, if you press C, it creates a circle for you. Okay, so this were shortcuts that you can use to create you know like this elements, to add such elements. Plus you can also customize these elements, like I can change the height and width of the of the rectangle. And what I can do is I can also change the color of it, and along with that I can also tweak other settings, like if you go to border style, and if you apply corner rounding, you can see we have the corner rounding applied here. Okay, and then you can also have border weight applied to it. Now if I increase the border weight, okay, and I just make the color transparent, okay, for example, then you can see it creates this nice nice design where the background is transparent. You just have the stroke around it, right? So we can also keep the design as such, or if you don't want, just put the design back. And if you want to remove the background, just click on border style, and then click on none. Or you can also reduce the border size. That works equally same. And now we're pretty much done with the design. Let me just add some finishing touches to it so that we can move ahead with the downloading part. So here I'm pretty much done with the design. Now before I move on with downloading it, I'd also show you another property that I just missed. It is called the transparency here. Okay, now if I click on transparency, and I can adjust the transparency here, okay, and you can go from 0, making it completely invisible, to 100%, that is completely visible. So you can keep anywhere in between, wherever feels good as per the design. Okay, and you can keep that design. You can also tweak the transparency in Canva, and that's also possible. Fine. So now we're pretty much done with designing. Now you've learned pretty much about how the dashboard looks like, how to navigate things, how to use design elements, how to search for elements, and pretty much everything about uploading things. Okay, uploading is very simple. Even if you let me also teach you another thing. Okay, for example, let me just open Google and let me just search for something called berries. Okay, it's just for demonstration only. So here, okay, so here my search results have loaded. So let me just click here. Okay, so what you can do here, one thing is that you can just right click, you can click on copy image. Now if you're on your now once you're back in Canva, you can just hit Control V or Command V, and you can see the same picture is here pasted. Okay, and also at the same time this gets uploaded as a new file. Okay, so you can use this to save time. Instead of downloading and then uploading, what you can do is you can directly right click, copy image, paste, and it'll do the magic. Okay, now let me just delete it because I don't really want this. Okay, it was just for demonstration. Now I believe that you have learned a lot about Canva. Okay, so we are pretty much also done with the design. So the last thing that we're left with, so I know like this is just a pretty basic design, but still this is something that should have provided you a kind of an idea of how can you design with Canva. Perhaps you can use Canva for many other things like animating things. Okay, let me just cover that in some other video. Till then, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you want to watch that video. Okay, and as mentioned, if you want Canva Pro, definitely do make sure to contact me. It's just $10 for an entire year. Okay, and you can keep renewing the subscription every year to keep accessing Canva Pro. So now once you're done with the design pretty much, so what we are going to do is now download it. Okay, because you want to download and share. Now we have two pages. Okay, just keep this in mind, we have two pages, but we would only want to download the first page alone, right? So you'll just click on share, then you click on download. Okay, now here you have the file type. You can choose for JPEG or PNG. Okay, PNG would definitely be recommended if you want to download it in the highest quality possible, but JPEG is just it is quite kind of a compressed version of of any picture. Okay, it's the standard version, but it also contained background. If you have somewhere a transparent background design in your element, then it will remove the transparency. Okay, but this just applies that you don't have to really worry about that. Okay, it's we'll just use JPEG. Okay, we can also download it in a PNG because the default is PNG, because it retains quality. Fine. So here while you're downloading for JPEG, you have the idea, you have the option of resizing it. Okay, like it's 1080 x 1080. You can also increase it. Okay, so it'll become 2160 x 2160 if you double, you know if you double it, or you can basically 2.5x, whatever you want to do, right? That is also option is available to you only if you are a pro user, but you don't really require that. Okay, and next is also you can adjust the quality in JPEG. If you're a pro user, you can increase it all the way up to 100. Okay, and next here is the main catch. Okay, while downloading, you won't look at this. If you overlook this and you just click on download, it'll download a zip file of both these designs, but you don't want that, so you will always click here, select pages. Now all pages would be selected, untick it. Okay, uncheck it, and then you can select for the page. Okay, now if this page is selected, then it'll have something called current page. Okay, there'll be option called current page. If you have multiple pages, all pages, then you'll have current page. You just click on current page to save your time and efforts. Okay, if you have multiple pages. Now we'll just select design one, we'll just click on done, and next is to just hit download, and it starts downloading. Okay, so now here we have the design downloaded. So here I can open it up. Okay, and show you here is something that what we have designed in Canva today. Okay, and I've also added few more things, like here you can see a shadow has been added. Okay, I did a few more tweakings, okay, before downloading. So I'll also teach you about how to edit and how to basically do great stuff with Canva. I'll definitely teach you guys about this if you want to learn more about designing on Canva and how to design things that you just require to design on Canva, not everything, because I'm not here to teach you everything about this design, because my channel is not focused as a designing channel. But however, since I'm a graphic designer, so I would always want to teach you to the best of what I can, and whatever I can do is something that I would always want that even you can do this. Fine. So I'll teach you a lot about designing on Canva. If you want to learn this, then definitely do subscribe and stay tuned for more videos, and do let me know what did you feel about this short mini course.
So as you know, the Canva Pro is so powerful. I would definitely recommend you to get a Canva Pro subscription. Perhaps you can get it for very affordable rate, and it is available to you in just 500 Indian rupees, or just $10 for you, right? So if you want to get Canva Pro at this rate, okay, this subsidized rate, then you can just contact me on my WhatsApp, on my Instagram, whatever way you want to contact me, because I have all my contact details in the description. So you can go ahead and contact me, and you can ask me about this offer. Perhaps I'll get you Canva Pro at this rate, and this will be valid for 1 year. So every year you will have to renew your subscription with this subsidized amount. With just $10, you can basically enjoy Canva Pro for an entire year, right? So it's that affordable, and it is real, guys. The original Canva Pro subscription is nothing crack, or all those messy stuff. With this, now you know a lot about Canva, and I believe that you have learned a lot how to use Canva, from pretty much basics to the advanced. Perhaps definitely do give this video a share if you felt this was helpful, and also add it to your watch later list, or keep this video saved so that you can come back and learn again. All right, so if you miss somewhere, you can always come back and you can learn from this video. And I would want you to drop a like if you felt this video was helpful, right? And comment down your views. I would definitely love reading about what you think about it. And I'll see you in some other video. Till then, meanwhile, you can also take your time to check my channel out for some other video. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Ibrar, and I upload content on personal, financial, and technical development. So you can basically expect 3 videos every single week. And with this, I'll see you in some other video. Till then, take care, and bye bye.